We're starting early. Fuck 10:30. What? What do you think this is? A show that's on time? Although I did realize that the focus box is a little bit lower here. This is where I want to be. I want to be here. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to hunch over like some sort of magician, some sort of troglodyte. Welcome to the Sunday stream. I find myself scrolling through Instagram, and I hate most magicians. I hate most magicians. So whenever I tend to look through this, I tend to like maybe 60% of the stuff that I see because it's well-meaning, talented stuff. But then the other 40% is just abysmal. Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson died. Is this a thing? I thought he's been dead. What? Wait, 2022. Louis Anderson. Apparently he made it to 2022. That's kind of odd. I thought that guy died forever ago. What a weirdo. I mean, he looked like he was definitely on his way out for a bit. So this is a little bit of a Sunday stream. We haven't been here in a while, right? We haven't done one just because I haven't felt like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't felt like it. I've been doing other stuff that hopefully should be coming out soon. But I just haven't. I know that I think Wednesday maybe I missed, and then Sunday I missed a stream. So that's two streams that I've missed. Am I going to make up for it with this stream? Who knows? Who knows? We have an action-packed episode. We're going to talk about a lot of things where we have a lot to go through, a lot of things to complain about. I've mentioned this before. Typically, when it comes to streams, I just treat it like therapy. I studied psychology in college, right? So I'm aware of the benefits of therapy. However, to me, I don't want to pay money to go tell somebody my problems, only to have them tell my problems back, but in a kinder voice. I don't want to do that, right? So this is what I consider to be therapy. Ryan V says, yo, that instrumental version of the outfield is dope. Good morning, brother. Early as shit here in Alaska. In Alaska. I imagine the inbreeding. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. The inbreeding in Alaska has to be just crazy. Everybody's related. Everybody's banging. Right. A lot of gang stuff, apparently, from what I've heard. Same person that made that, Manel. I actually ordered a poster recently, which you can't see, but it's there. You can actually see. Look at that. I was sent this recently as well. This is the How to Control Minds kit by Peter Turner. I actually have a lot of illusionist stuff right here. It's a little curious coincidence. But I had my chance to look at that for the first time. I saw a bunch of it before. He was showing me things sporadically, but I never actually saw the finished product, right? And I like it. I like it, of course. I mean, the Dice Man stuff, it was interesting. It's definitely different. I'm not a huge fan of the standard Magic stuff. And unfortunately, again, to give Turner a compliment, he really likes to think outside the box and present things a little bit different. So it's annoying whenever you see one of these projects and it's just the same stuff. It's magician, performance, explanation. No, you got to make it dynamic. You got to make it interesting and novel, not what it is standard today. It says it's too quiet, too much rain noise. Okay, so I need to edit that. And I thought it was a little bit lo-fi, low chill, right? Put the rain a little bit higher. When it comes to lo-fi stuff, typically it's just an excuse to say, no. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to mixing music. And here's what you get, right? Here's what you're getting. Rip Marvin, a.k.a. Meatloaf. Is that? I received a message recently from somebody saying about Marvin. And I didn't know that was his real name. Is it really? Let me look that up. Now I have to look this up. But obviously the cover here is let me look that up. Meat Loaf Real. I don't think that's his real name. Real name. Oh, Marvin. Yeah, I'm a retard. So that's why. That's the message. Now it all makes sense. But the cover of this particular stream is Meatloaf. I'm a huge fan of Meatloaf. I loved his music. It put me through some hard times, right? I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. Bad Out of Hell. 2 out of 3 times ain't bad. These are all tremendous songs that are underrated. And by the way, the music videos are ridiculously overproduced. I forgot who's the actual person that did them, but they're the same person that did Bonnie Tyler's. Look at the level of actual knowledge and trivia you get from this particular stream, right? You're not just getting a short man complaining about things. You're getting more. You're getting knowledge that you could bust out in parties. Bing bong. It's been a bit.
Okay, let's go.
Do I still have the consent one? No. Fuck. I don't have the consent one anymore.
Okay.
Shit. My favorite one is a consent one, which actually has a little bit to do with what we're going to talk about today. There's some news articles here, some news stuff, news related issues that I guess we're going to talk about. Sorry, it's not COVID. I don't have COVID, but I do have to keep clearing my throat. I blame the Celsius, whatever the fuck this is. I saw a review for this and I decided to try it out, not realizing that it's one of those drinks that really lingers in your throat. Top Notch says currently charming up a Costco bitch. That's doesn't seem hard. That doesn't seem hard. Although I'm not familiar with Costco bitches, I am very familiar with Best Buy bitches. The triple B, Best Buy bitches. I don't know what it is about Best Buys, but they hire what are the best shotties in the history of shotties. As a matter of fact, the other day, speaking of shotties, I was in Trader Joe's. A lot of grocery related stuff, by the way, is gonna topics on this particular stream. But the first thing is I say things out loud that I shouldn't say out loud, and I've realized this for some odd reason. I've trained myself that every time I slide a credit card or I insert it, I go boom. I just say stupid stuff to myself, right? So I'm always making dumb noises. I guess it might be literal autism, but we have yet to find that out officially. And I was in Trader Joe's, and a shotty walks by me. A shotty. If you're not familiar with what a shotty is, it's a thotty, right? An attractive, young woman of age, right? Walks by me. And I guess I was thinking out loud, and I said, damn, they got shotties here. I said that out loud. I didn't realize I said it out loud until the shotty turned around and said, excuse me? And I freaked out. I panicked. I said, I was just talking to myself about the bread. Like that. That's how I said it. With that same, you think, oh, hey, Pig is just doing a bit. No, I said it with that level of awkwardness. And she just turned around and walked away. What? Am I retarded? What's wrong with me? Why would I do that? It's literally McLovin. It's the McLovin scene, but I actually did it in person. So that was an incident that I had at Trader Joe's. Damn, they got shotties here. Like that. I said it like that loud. And obviously she was going to hear because she was where this can is. So my ability to keep thoughts to myself is really not something I should work on. It's like, what's that movie, What Women Want, with Mel Gibson from back in the day? It's like that, but in reverse, where instead of hearing the thoughts and they're women or female thoughts, I say the thoughts and they're my own and they're disgusting, right? It's a terrible comparison, but you could work with it. Hi, Piggy. Are you planning to come to Europe sooner or later? Sooner. I just procured my passport, right? I can't say it. I can't. I can show the front cover. I just procured this for the first time, right? The last time I had one of these, it had my baby pics on it. So that's the last time I had my passport. My picture came out atrocious, but I'm going to try to head over there next month. So that's going to be something I'm going to try to do for Blackpool. So I'm going to try to make my way for Blackpool. I'm not excited about a potentially 8-hour plane ride. So I'm going to see if I could get a little bit of, some medical intervention there, if you know what I'm saying. Although the shitty part is that I'm going to have a connecting flight. There's no way to get there directly, at least where I need to go directly. So I'm going to have a connecting flight. So even if I take a little bit of intervention, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of a bar, right? Maybe drop some bars myself, you know what I'm saying? Bing bong. By the way, the culture of Xanax is actually retarded. These young people, I don't think it's popular anymore. Maybe it was popular 4 to 5 years ago. You're retarded. There's no Xanax. All these downers are not party drugs. What, are you going to go to a party? You're going to take drugs that put you to sleep? Oh, yeah, great party. Now everybody's asleep. Are you dumb? You want to take uppers. So I might do that and figure it out. But I'd take a Xanax just so I could sleep on a plane. 8 hours. I don't want to be 8 hours anywhere. So 8 hours sitting in a fucking plane, I don't want to do that and be consciously aware of it. So SH Magic says how to procure one. Well, here, that's the thing about the States, right? We get a lot of flack. Oh, you're dodging bullets on the way to school. Oh, yeah, you got to have part of your curriculum materials is a bulletproof vest. Okay? Yeah, whatever. Okay? I get it. But one of the things that you could easily procure here legally is prescription medication. They hand them out like nothing. When I had a perceived hernia, not even a legitimate hernia, when I had a perceived hernia, they gave me muscle relaxers and really strong, aggressive painkillers for nothing, for peanuts. They just said, "Here, take them." I'm like, "What?" But I mean, I don't know if I have. Well, just take it. You feel bad? Here. So if I go there and you do the whole song and dance, oh, I feel anxious when I fly. I don't know what's going on, but I've been having some crazy anxiety as of late. I don't know what it is that I need. You know what I'm saying? She's just gonna go, okay, here you go, and prescribe some Xanax. So it's not hard to get. And even illegally, it's very easy to procure because people take advantage of the fact that it's easy to get legally, and they just sell their leftovers. Cool. Maybe I can meet you there. Well, yeah, it's still up for grabs. I think I'm going to go regardless. I mean, there's some conditions that I'm trying to navigate around to get to Blackpool, but I'm going to try my best to get there. But yeah, if you end up attending, that'll be dope. But I'm just word of warning, I'm going to be hammered the entire time. Right, my convention routine is very simple. I start drinking early, and I'm just hammered throughout. I'm drunk. So if I'm different, or if I'm maybe a little bit rude, don't think of me as being rude. I'm just a little bit drunk. Okay, so you know how it is. Don't meet people. Well, nobody looks up to me. Everybody looks down to me. But I have some people that have been following my stuff for quite a bit, and they might think that I'm a rude prick if they meet me. But it's not that. It's that if we meet in a convention, I'm a little bit hammered. So please do keep my sobriety level in mind when approaching me. But it'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be definitely great. I do plan to do a couple things over there. So I already have a couple videos planned. And as I've said before, I'm not paying for a ticket. I'm not going to pay for a fucking ticket to go to the convention. So I've said that before. I'm saying it publicly, right? So whoever are the organizers, I'm not going to pay for your ticket. Okay, I'm going to walk in there and you're not going to stop me. That's the way it's going to go. Okay, the tickets are very expensive. So I'm going to walk in there. I love saying this, where they could be clipped and sent to the organizers, where they could have a picture of me and say, don't let this guy in. Don't let this guy in specifically. But I'm not going to pay for the ticket. I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to enjoy all the amenities of the convention without having to pay for a ticket, because I'm going to do that. And I'm not saying that out of, I have this, somewhat successful YouTube channel. No, I'm saying I'm gonna somehow go across your security measures, and I'm gonna get in there. So just you wait, Blackpool. Try to stop me. I mean, what's gonna happen? All right, what's gonna happen? You're gonna send the cardisters. You're gonna have the card throwers come out with their self-defense cards and throw them at me. Come on. I think we know a little bit better than that. I hate this posture, right? I want to be like this. Right? I threw away my other chair because it was annoying. It was one of these rolly chairs. I've always had the opinion of be uncomfortable, right? So if you're doing work, if I'm sitting down, and to me, my work is video editing, right? So if I'm video editing my stuff, I don't want to be comfortable. If I have a comfortable chair, I'm just going to lean on it and watch a video. I want an uncomfortable chair. So I have this IKEA piece of shit chair that there's no way that I could sit on this that's comfortable. Even this is a little bit uncomfortable. So I prefer that. It keeps me awake. It keeps me going. It's not going to make me want to fall back and watch a video and get distracted on YouTube. So that's a tip from me, right? So I guess let's actually start this. Let's go into the topics that I have. I might join the Ukraine Volunteer Foreign Army to defend it from Russia. Ugh. There's a lot of weirdness going on over there. And at least me personally, being a vagina, I don't know if I'd want to intervene against Russia. I mean, they're obviously the biggest section of the world is considered Russia, and Ukraine. It's like, so if they want it, they're gonna get it. Unfortunately. Morning PigCake from Canada, entertaining as always, says Stevio, the magician from Canada. I'm sorry. Every time somebody mentions that they're from Canada, I like to apologize just on behalf of humanity. I guess. I'm sorry that you're having to live in Canada, but that's okay. Some people enjoy it. So here's some topics that I want to get into. Right, I have a list of things. The first one here is it's not magic related, right? But it is dumb related, and that is M&Ms. I'm sure you've seen this before, but M&Ms are making a push now for more inclusivity, right? So apparently, what's going on is that they want to change the look and feel of the M&Ms to make them a little bit more inclusive. And the main way they're doing that is this way. So the green M&M. See if I can go through here. The green M&M is going from the left to the right. So the left one, right? You see, she has a little bit of seductive shoes. She's got kind of a look of a girl that we call them happy hour girls, not happy hour girls. Sorry, last call girls, right? Where it's maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, 3, 4, and you know, you got to take home what you got to take home. Right, and sometimes it's a 1, sometimes it's a 4. It's never a 5, never a 6. But you know, she looks like a type to you know, do some good stuff to you. And then now the one on the right, they changed the shoes, they increased the sleeves. She's standing a little bit more. Her gait is a little bit more different, right? And she looks like she'll argue about the role of gender in the workplace, right? So you have the difference there. That's kind of what it looks like. And this is the move going forward. What's interesting, of course, is when you read these articles and these fucking websites, and they just interject ads on top of ads on top of ads. And you know that journalism is essentially in a downward spiral when you go to the website and you're bombarded by 20 different things. Just, oh shit, oh fuck, oh, what's happening? Because you get an ad for this, you get an ad for that. Hey, do you want to join the website? Hey, do you want to allow notifications? No, I don't want any of that. Just show me what it is, all right? And you know what? If you do it well enough, I'll even consider paying for your website. I'll even consider, you know, using your website more often, right? You don't need to bombard me with a billion ads. As a matter of fact, doing that makes me never want to go to your website again. And I'm sure there's a good portion of people that have that same opinion. So the Hill is one of those. And it says the green M&M previously seen in ads posing seductively in her white go-go boots. Fuck, I lost my place. Like one of those kids that has to read in class and they lose their place because of their, you know, brain capacity. Will now sport a pair of sneakers. So description for the green candy on the M&M's website says she enjoys being the hype woman for my friends. So I think they're turning her you know, into a lady that likes ladies. I don't know if that's what they're trying, but that's definitely what it sounds like. And there's nothing wrong with that. All right, just to quote Seinfeld here. But it's definitely a change. It's definitely a change. And they go from a baddie to just a baddie, a bad, right? So I like the difference there. And even the eyes is a little bit more seductive, right? So the one on the left is like, hey, you know, you wanna go? I know that there's no effort placed in this bit. I apologize. I just want to apologize on behalf of me not having more preparation for this particular bit and having maybe a direction to go there, right? But you know, she looks like she could suck the chrome off your bumper, whereas the one on the right is trying to rally for the next Antifa meet. Is that accurate? Is that accurate? I think that's what it seems like the direction is. But that's commonplace. I feel like that's always been commonplace. Every time you see these articles, they really panic and they go, oh man, they're changing this, they're changing that. They've changed things throughout time. The 70s, the 80s, even the 60s, when things were being more popular, right? They change everything all the time. So when they change the logo, you have this fucking just up this wave of people complaining and saying, oh no, this is bad, is it gonna hurt the brand, oh my, I miss the way it looks. They're always changing shit, all right? I'm sure they have a team of scientists that are there that are, you know, figuring out, oh, okay, how can we get more money from these retards? And then that's how they do it. So that was just a bit that I wanted to get into. I don't know why. I guess it was just something that was relevant in the news. And I want to show you that this is a relevant show. This isn't just a show where I just go over stuff and treat it as therapy. It's relevant. You learn stuff, right? So you learned a potentially interesting bit of news there. M&M's is changing their logo. Maybe you didn't know that. Now you do. Another thing, just to tie back on the grocery thing that happened to me recently, I was getting groceries, and this is an odd one, right? This is definitely odd, and I've been told by multiple people as of late, Miami is a shitty city, and I keep defending it. I keep going, no, Miami's great. I love Miami. Miami's the best city. Every time I leave, I come back, and I'm like, I love this place. What a wondrous place we live in. Well, then, I find myself going to the grocery store, and first of all, the line, there's 2 cashiers, right? And the line is going past all the way one aisle, all the way to the back of the aisle. So I could essentially be ordering meat in the back of the aisle from how far the line is, because they only have 2 employees, right? And it's not that they have 2 employees, it's that they have two special employees, right? So it takes approximately 45 minutes to get to the front of the line, which is whatever. Right, I expect that. I'm getting groceries. I know it's going to be a little bit of a mess. So I get to the front of the line, and there's an individual that reminds me of my little brother. I think I've mentioned this before. My little brother is nonverbal autistic and is in no way, shape, or form capable of being a bag boy in any establishment of groceries, right? And I'm saying that about my little brother. But this individual who is on par with him, in terms of his skill level, if I could get focused, is bagging my stuff. And at some point, he grabs my salsa, right? Salsa, low calories, good, nice, healthy, wholesome treat. He's looking at it like this, right? He's looking at it like this, and it feels like time stood still. So I look at him, I look at the cashier, I look back at the cashier who's looking at him, and then I'm looking at him, and he's just there, just staring at my salsa from this close. He's staring at my salsa. Then he puts it down and then walks away. I'm like, okay, all right, that would have been, that's not super interesting. But then almost as if it's a skit, a homeless man walks in from the outside of the store. On point. This was almost timed perfectly. A homeless man walks in from the outside of the store and starts bagging my groceries. I see the crack on his hands. He has these hands that have dirt all over them, right? And I used to be a little bit more giving when it came to homeless. Whatever money I had, I used to give it to him, right? If it was $60, I would give it to a homeless guy. If it was $20, I would give it to a homeless man. I'm not in that same mentality anymore. I'm not in that same mentality, especially when you're stood outside of a liquor store. I know exactly where that's going to go. It's not going to go into benefiting you. It's not going to go into anything other than feeding to your addictions, right? So that's beside the point. But he starts bagging my stuff, and I see his fucking hands are all over the produce that I bought, and the salsa, the same salsa that was just being stared at. And I look at the cashier, and I'm like, what's going on here? What's happening here? And he goes, oh, yeah, he likes to help out from time to time. Bagging people's stuff? This is patient zero. This is essentially where Corona started, is in this particular homeless man. And then the best part is that some guy, an employee, that taps on his shoulder and says, hey, buddy, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm not moving. And they start having a back and forth. But a back and forth in like a humorous way. Like they start talking about their families and shit. I'm like, no, nobody's bagging my shit. So before you had an actual employee that was bagging my stuff, then you had essentially what is the homeless Stone Cold Steve Austin come through from the outside, perfectly timed, and starts bagging my shit. I'm like, you know what? At least someone's bagging my shit, right? At least somebody's bagging it. And then he gets distracted. What is this? So I'm never going there again. Their prices are tremendous. It's Winn-Dixie. But that level of customer service needs to be worked on. And the worst part is, what am I going to do? Complain to HR about their non-existing employee, homeless man that comes in and starts bagging stuff? My goodness, what an establishment. I almost wanted to start recording it. I wish this entire interaction was recorded, because it was so perfectly timed. The crazy guy leaves, homeless guy comes in, starts bagging my stuff. There's confusion. And I'm looking at the cashier like, what's going on? And she goes, yeah, I know. She wasn't having it. So that was my interaction at a grocery store. I don't understand. Michael Lawrence says, I don't let people bag my stuff. They never do it right. You would assume that there's some sort of level of training right? Like, oh, you want to bag the eggs and you want to double bag them. And then you want to make sure that when they have things that are glass, you keep them separate so they don't clink and break in the bag. No, they just put everything in one bag and they just move along. That's it. That's what they're doing. It should be a level of art form to it. Phil Smith, what's up, dog? What's up, the man? Philip Smith, the Smith of playing cards, the Greek god himself. Phil says, what kind of bullshit baby shop do you have someone come in and put stuff in your bag for you? Well, that's the thing, right? You have typically here you have the cashier, and then you have the baggers, and the baggers bag the stuff while the cashier rings it up. What you're having more often now is that you got people that you have the self-checkout stuff where you essentially work for the store now. You ring up your own stuff, you put it in a bag, and then you pay you pay out yourself. You pay the bill or whatever. That's what they have now. Right, and they have one person making sure, and it's always a nightmare. I pride myself for being the best non-employee of these grocery stores, and I'm in there just scanning my shit. I'm in and out, right? It's like sex, honestly. I'm in and out, and then I'm apologizing, and then you look around you, and it's always chaos. There's always chaos. There's never efficiency when it comes to this. It's people, I don't know, and then when it comes to produce, it's easy. It's intuitive. You press the button, right? You don't even need training, which kind of shows you about the lack of need for cashiers. But you don't need training. You produce. You press the big vegetable button. You press what the vegetable is, and you press how much, or you put it on a thing and it weighs it for you, right? It's an easy thing to do. But then you have these people that are lost and they go, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know, and it's a mess. Right, it's a mess. So self-checkout is a nightmare. But I'd rather have that than a homeless man come in from the outside like he's running interference on a match, like it's WWE, and he's coming in from the outside, right? His theme music, the store might as well started playing fucking theme music for this homeless man when he walked through the door and started bagging my shit. And I'm like, what's happening here? What's going on here? I was so taken aback. I've told this to many people, and they go, why don't you tell the homeless guy something? I'm like, you know what? I didn't want to. I was so taken aback by what's happening before me that I chose not to say anything directly to the guy. And even when I addressed the cashier lady, I didn't say it in a way of like, what the fuck is this? This is disgusting. I said it in a way like this is what's going on here. This is hysterical. Now there's a homeless man bagging my stuff. Before you had Simple Jack, right? I could do that. I could make fun of them because have one that I've dealt with for most of my life. Americans use bag, why not foldable grocery baskets? And what do you do with all the bags? Use them as trash bags at least. I use them. I use all the bags as trash bags. I'm always upcycling, right? I'm not just using it and then throwing it away. I'm upcycling, right? So I'm reusing the bags. And then my landlord forces me to recycle. I wouldn't usually recycle because here it's a whole scam, but I recycle. So I at least do my part when it comes to that. So you could be assured that I'm not contributing, at least in my small existence, to whatever's going on. However, here it depends on a store. But the one that I hated for a while was that we had this big push for paper, and paper is just inefficient. You can't. What am I gonna? If I put something that's remotely cold in the paper bag, it's gonna break through, right? So now I have cans all over the place, all because what? I decided to go for a paper bag, which probably is more in terms damaging to manufacture and reproduce. What's going on here? Just give me the plastic bag. At least now I have garbage bags. Just shut up. Give me my shit. We have that. Foldable grocery bags. We do have a store, by the way, Aldi, that's become popular. And first time I went to this particular store, this is a grocery heavy episode. I apologize for those of you guys that aren't interested in grocery store woes. But you know what? Interesting things happen in grocery stores. So why not discuss them? There's a store, Daniel, right, was the first person to introduce me to Aldi. And I'm not used to, you have to bring your own shit to Aldi's, right? So you have to bring your own bags. So you have to find bags, first of all, right? You have to find bags. You have to take them to the store. And then when you ring the stuff up, they give you a basket that you put all the stuff in, and then you have to pack it all before the next person comes up, because then they're not going to have a space. And it becomes nightmarish. So the checkout at Aldi is a nightmare. It's the equivalent of making out with your dad, because you have to and then there's a hurry, and then if there's a person behind you holding a basket, they're going to be huffing and puffing, and it's just a mess. So that's in a world where no bags will be used and you have to reuse the bags, or you have to come in with your own bags. That's how it would look like, which is chaotic. It's more efficient to have the paper or plastic bags there. You have a choice, and then you do it yourself, right? Because then at least you're in control. You're in control of your own existence. A homeless guy could use self-checkout and do the phantom scan. Free food. Well, they've become a little bit more adept at figuring stuff out. So they have like an iPad, and then on the iPad it shows what everybody's ringing up. So you can't just ring up a PS5 as a piece of asparagus anymore. They don't do that. They used to, right? So before, I guess, when they were introducing the self-checkout stuff, you could just go, oh yeah, let me just scan this Celsius, and then take my fucking brand new iPhone 13 Plus Max magenta, T-Mobile, right? You could do that back then, but now they're a little bit more cautious. The other one that's great is if you ever go to Home Depot. I don't know if obviously you have those overseas, but here in the States we have Home Depots, and they have this deterrent when it comes to their security self-checkout system. It has to be the funniest shit. I hope I could find it. To show you. But what it is they have a video camera, right? And the camera's aimed at you, so you see yourself. But every once in a while, it cuts away to a guy in a command center. It cuts away to a stock footage of a guy in a command center looking at monitors. I guess to give you the impression that there's somebody there just fucking in this Minority Report, just putting things together. What the fuck? Who's that going to fool? But geriatrics. Okay, so let's see if I could find this. Home Depot security. Security. Let's see if they show this. Home Depot security check. I know I saw it on TikTok the other day, but fuck, it's so funny. I'm not going to find it on YouTube. Motherfucker. But it's literally that. That's exactly what it is. They take your video camera and they interject it with shots of a guy in a command center, like in a control room, where he's looking at stuff and he's looking at monitors. And then I remember once, I might be making this particular part up, but I remember at some point they cut to a video of like two people looking at like a clipboard. Is that supposed to represent a security room? And then I'm supposed to, let's say I'm a thief, and I'm just, I'm pocketing some fucking screws. And I look at that and I go, fuck. No, they got a command center. I can't fuck with them. They're going to figure me out. What? I remember seeing a person steal from Home Depot. Home Depot is one of those stores that doesn't fuck around. Walgreens, CVS, California, they don't give a shit. Right? You go in there, you could walk, you could take whatever you want, you could walk out and essentially do one of these, and they can't do anything. Right? It's part of their training that if they touch you, they get fired. They get fired, so they can't do it. But Home Depot doesn't fuck around. Home Depot doesn't fuck around. So if you steal batteries, they're going to tackle you to the floor. And I've seen it happen where somebody stole batteries and then they get surrounded by the security. And then my favorite part is that you just lie and say no. No, I didn't steal. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I forgot to pay for it. Right? But this idiot decides to go the virtuous route. And they go, hey man, you were stealing that. And he goes, no, I wasn't. You go, yeah, we have you on camera. He goes, you know what? I was stealing that. Now you're implicating yourself. You retard. What's wrong with you? Say no. Oh, sorry, man. I guess I must have forgot to pay for it. Can I pay for it now? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you guys had to do all this, but I had a brain fart. Oh, okay, man. Whatever. That's cool. It's less than $1. What's it gonna be? A slap on the wrist? You think they're gonna take you to jail for stealing batteries? No, they're just gonna have you sign a form. They're gonna put your picture up on security, and that's gonna be it. But don't admit to it. This guy just said, you know what? I did steal it. Fuck, and now it's not the time. Now it's not the time to make your little points, right, on how, society and batteries, and I should be able to have batteries. It just comes out and says that. And it's like, yeah, now great. Now you're in front of the cop. You have to do your stupid shit, all because you decide to be virtuous. Ridiculous. We have reusable bags, but people don't use them. Well, you have to buy them. That's the other part. You have to buy them. at the store. And I remember this lady. I might come off as a terrible person for saying this, but I was at a grocery store, and the lady in front of me was being particularly picky. I have said this before. You know what? It doesn't matter. But the lady in front of me was being picky. She had maybe 17 reusable bags, and she was being very finicky, right, with everything. And then at some point, she said the one sentence that I'm like, no, okay. I'm gonna waste your use of reusable bags. She goes, mind you, we're in the checkout aisle. We're not in the area where you get cigarettes. That's an entirely different area. So the proper and polite protocol would be you go and you cash out or you get your groceries at the place where you buy the cigarettes. So now they could ring up the cigarettes and they could bring up all your groceries, right? That would be the polite thing to do. Not to go to the line in the checkout aisle and then go, can I get a pack of Marlboro Red? Where now the cashier has to walk to the area, grab the cigarettes, and come all the way back. So the lady goes, can I get some Marlboro Reds? After packing all her fucking reusable bags with pictures of cats because she's divorced. And she leaves. And I tell the cashier to triple bag all my shit. I go, do me a favor, triple bag all my shit. Just no, put another bag. Put another bag. So I ended up getting triple bags on all my stuff because this dumb bitch decided to hold up the line and have her little nicotine fix. No, I need my Marlboro Red. I don't care about the rest of the line. All I care about is my Marlboro Red and my reusable cat bags. Ridiculous. So I triple bagged on my shit. The lady bagged it once, right? And I go, no, could you put 2 more for each one of my items? Fuck you. That's my take on that. I think I've said that story before. I come off as a terrible person. I understand that. I'm aware that I come off as a terrible person in that scenario. But it's like bringing out a check. Oh, great. Now you're going to hold up the rest of the line because you got to pay with a check and they got to validate it and verify it. No, don't do that. Be conscious. We live in a society. Move it along. You're demoting the economy. Move it, right? Don't ask for Marlboro Reds, or at least be considerate. Be considerate to the people behind you. Right, me, including me, who's now staring at the back of your dumb pimpled neck. How are you 50 and you have pimples on your neck? I actually have a pimple on my neck, but I'm not 50. I don't know what's going on there. I think it's the oils from my hair that's causing that. But there's one pimple there. I feel it. Hope it's not cancerous. That'd be the worst. But I'm looking at the back of her stupid boiled up neck. And now just thinking of things. And now I'm angry. Now I'm angry because you have to get fucking cigarettes. Because you're inconsiderate to the rest of the people in the line. Unbelievable. It's like paying with change. Like, I get, yeah, some people have to do it. Yeah, but at least have it out there. Know what you're going to get and be like, all right, I'm going to do this, right? Or the people that have to get the right change back. That's another group of people that they know intuitively what change they get back. So they go, no. Let me make sure you get the right amount here. Let me give you a quarter, a nickel, a dime, and then now you're going to give me the right amount of change. Just fucking move along. Move along. My goodness. Now you're a rude, kind person. I've seen terrible people like Ted Bundy. He was charming, bad person. You're just rude, but generally kind. Oh, look at that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm kind. I guess I'm rude here, right? I'm rude here. But I've been rude to people before that I think deserved it, right? I think I've mentioned before, just people saying stuff in traffic, doing stuff, and I'm screaming at them. What are you doing? Learn how to drive. Bitch, turn signal. If it still counts, it's your IQ. I don't know if you're politely sucking me off, Phil. I don't know if you were around, but I think I might be heading to Blackpool. I don't know if you're going to be there, but I might be heading there. As I was saying earlier, I'm going to be hammered the entire time. I'm going to be drunk. I'm not going to be, I'm going to be myself, but I guess a more accurate version of myself. That's for sure. But I think I might be heading over there. And again, my anxiety is I'm not going to enjoy the flight is the worst part for me. That's the part that I'm really I rather not go on a trip and not enjoy it, or I'd rather not go to the trip, right? Because of the flight, because the anxiety of the flight, like it makes the trip not worthwhile. Because I'm not caring about the fucking trip. I'm caring about the flight now. So it's a weird feeling that I have. This is another thing that I want to get into. I was looking, I think I mentioned in the last live stream, psychics, right? For some odd reason, TikTok and
Usually
Instagram
in
has
criminal type
really pushed up these psychics to come out of the woodworks, right? So it's these bored housewives. They're usually divorced, right? And they have nothing better to do. So they assume and they take the persona of somebody who's an empath, somebody who's able to ascertain information from the cosmos, right? No. Just because you've had an entire box of fucking wine doesn't mean that now you're more intuitive, Miranda. Okay, so this is what I've seen here. And this is a psychic. And what I did was I figured out how to find these people, right? Before on a stream, I was, dude, the flight is easy, chill out. I know, I'm being a bitch. You could just say it. I'm being a complete bitch and not enjoying it. It's a 12 hours. It's going to be 12 hours. And it's just, I'm not looking forward to that. I was going to take probably a Xanax just to get through it. We got to stand at Blackpool, come upstairs in a dealer's stand and hang around until it gets awkward and then start just like this. Just, hey, man. Hey, Phil, good to meet you, man. Yeah, dude. No, oh, man, I got to go, dude. I got to go. Yeah, it's been great, though. What hints would I... I have the subtlety of an 80-year-old. Just look at your watch and then just, oh, dude, yeah, I forgot. I had a thing. I think I'm becoming more truthful when it comes to getting out of those and being like, listen, I think this conversation has expired. It's allotted time, and then I leave. That's what I've been doing recently, and I think it's been working out because why lie? Why lie? If you lie, you are now committing to remembering the lie. So just tell the truth. Just be honest. Even if the truth is embarrassing, we've all gone through it, right? We've all taken painful shits. So that's cool. That's cool. I bet you're super busy. I won't keep you. Oh, you fucking, I think you nailed fake social interaction. What's this? There you go. In the middle. God, killed me. This news this morning. Yeah, I saw that. Michael says news is, it actually happened, I think, a couple of days ago. A flight from Miami to London turned around because one person wouldn't put a mask on. If that happens on my flight, I'm going to come out and wait for that person when we come back. Because imagine, you've already committed. I believe they were already over the Atlantic. They were already an hour and a half into the flight. So now you're going to have to take another hour and a half back just because some asshole didn't want to wear the mask. I don't want to wear my fucking mask in a flight. You think I want to do that? You think I want to put that shit on? No. I don't want to fucking do that. I'm hoping that those mandates and whatever is gone by then. Because I don't want to be Mr. 12 hours with a fucking mask. But if you have to do that for the greater good of people on that airplane, for the greater good, if they have a requirement, right, as retarded as the requirement may be, just put it on, right? People are trying to get to somewhere. There's a time and a place to get on your high horse, right? There's a time and a place. But you got to put, now the plane's got to turn around because you're trying to make a point, right? Come on. Just come on. Actually, it's 8 hours. It's an 8-hour flight, but there's connecting flights and it's a nightmare. But yes, so oh God, the thought of it is just making me angry. Especially imagine if you take a little bit of one of those rap bars, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of a Xanny to knock you off for the flight. And then you wake up and you're back in Miami. Oh, fuck. Man, I'm angry for the people in the flight. If they didn't put on, what's that movie, Full Metal Jacket, where they beat the guy up with a bag of soap? They all beat up a person with a bag of soap. Right, that's what would happen. That's what I would try to rile up. Felipe Enriquez says, hey, what's the topic here? The topic was going to be some psychics, but I got distracted by the thought of some asshole having to have the plane turn around, right? My shits aren't painful anymore since going full carnivore diet for 4 years. Every shit's relaxing and easy. Yeah, I've realized that. The more fiber you add in your diet, the more easy your bowel movements. That's a nice tip. Incorporate a lot of fiber. Beans, right? Foods that are high fiber. Berries are really good. You're going to have the best shits. You're going to have the best shits. What's up? PigCake says, Joshua, I heard all the people had to buy new tickets. No, they don't. There's no way. That's the fattest conversation with a credit card company I've ever heard. Hey, excuse me. Yeah, my flight just got turned around because some asshole decided to make a fucking point in the middle of the plane ride. So yeah, I just cancel the credit card charge. That's at least the capitalist way of doing it. There's no way they would have to buy new tickets. If someone like you put a mask on an airplane a few years ago, you would have been tackled by an air marshal. Yeah, that is true. It's happening. It's happening. Get him. Get him. 912. They're planning 912. But you think I in a plane, the thought of you having to wear a fucking mask the entire plane ride, it's just abysmal. You're already going to catch whatever's in the air. It doesn't matter what you have on, right? That's whatever. But if they have the requirements and you got to fucking do it and everybody's doing it and they have to, I know. But just don't hinder everybody else's experience and have to turn the flight around. Stupid. So the other thing that I got distracted from, right, this particular thing here is on psychics and bored housewives, right? And I found the secrets. The secret to finding these people is that you have to sort by new. So when I was looking for these, right, these psychics that you would see on YouTube, and this is related to magic because, you know, they're using magic methods. They're using mentalist stuff. Right, they're using dumb cold reading, not even accurate or good cold reading, but, you know, just general enough cold reading. And you see that you could get away with it even doing shitty mentalism. So whatever. But the point is that I was looking for it without sorting by new. I was just looking for the best ones on YouTube. No, in order to find the people that think they're pushing leaves with their mind power is you have to sort by new. So you have to sort, and that's where you see all the people that are essentially the ones that are the crazies that you want to find. The crazies that think that somehow they can move waves. This is a thing I've seen before. Waves on an ocean, they could control the intensity of waves using their own brain waves. What? Are you functionally retarded? So this is one of a bored housewife, which is, by the way, the true epidemic or pandemic is bored housewives. I think that's the true epidemic because look what that leads to, right? Look what that brings in office when you have a bunch of bored housewives. They have so much power. So this is what you find here, right? You have bored housewives, and this one is a psychic that accurately predicted Brian Laundrie's confession. And just fucking hear this, right? By the way, I hear myself on these headphones. That's how I sound like. This is what it's like for you guys. My goodness. Jesus. Imagine this voice talking dirty. Imagine this voice talking dirty. And oh boy, I like talking dirty. That's the worst part. I'm a dirty talker. That's a little bit of an insight on Piggy's, Piggy's vibe sexually. I'm a dirty talker. I enjoy dirty talk. Talk to me and enjoy, whispering a little thing. So imagine having this voice saying the gross things that come to my brain. I'm trying to think of something I've said in the past. That's dirty talk. I'm not even going to repeat it here. I've realized this is a public forum and it's not the time or place. So let's go back to the topic at hand here. But my voice is not a seductive one. That's what I'm getting at here. It's definitely not a seductive voice. Why do I keep getting fucking messages? Maybe I should just turn this off. Right, there you go. Look at that. No longer is it a problem. So this is what I'm talking about here. This is a psychic accurately predicts Brian Laundrie's confession. So when you actually look through this, let's see if the audio works.
Usually
yeah, okay, so the audio works. I hate this format. I hate this fucking format. And if you look at TikTok, you see this all the time, right? It's the equivalent of the reaction video on YouTube, where you have a person standing there just like this, and then just, doing gestures, just like, yeah, you got to hear this. And they're not contributing anything to the video. Might as well just repost the bottom video in its entirety, and then that'd be better. But instead, you have to have this woman that put on her makeup. She put on her best hat to show you that her fucking forehead isn't receding to her anus. And now you have this. This is what it is. And she's doing this as if like, yo, dude, look how accurate. Look how accurate, to quote DJ Khaled. Look how accurate this person is. And they're just saying bullshit. They're saying things that would happen normally.
usually in criminal type of readings and things like that, this is an evidence card or a giving information card. This here is like at some point there is some sort of saying something or something that gives some sort of lead or understanding or insight or whatever. Now, this could be something that's specifically out of his mouth, or it could be something that he will do that gives information, or that maybe items or belongings that he has will.
What? Look how much shit she said. Oh, this means that he's going to give up information. He could potentially give information with his mouth. He could give information up in terms of objects. He could give up information. Yeah, you mean how things always go? You fuck? And look at the woman here. Look at this fucking bored housewife that's like, yeah, oh yeah, this is it. This is how it was right here. Yeah, I'd still do it though.
He will do that gives information, or that maybe items or belongings that he has will suggest some information. Maybe items or belongings that he has will suggest some information, or things like that. So there's some kind of information that people find out on him, about him, has.
This is the real pandemic, right? The real pandemic is bored housewives. That's where it is. That's where it exists. All right. COVID. Yeah, I get it. You know, that ran its course. All right. I think we're on the tail end of that now. But this has really been the low key pandemic that's been there in the back end, right? Which is bored housewives. There's nothing wrong with being a housewife. There's everything wrong with being a bored housewife, because now you're looking for things, right? Your hobbies are things like this. Oh man, I'm not just a person that has to take care of my home and potentially the baby. Now I'm an empath. I could see the future. He claimed responsibility in his notebook, y'all. And then you look at the comments, by the way. Not COVID. That's not COVID. You look through the comments, by the way. Look at this shit. She's continually been accurate during my readings. She's awesome. Yup, you called it. Always so spot on. Love you, girl. Accurate and adorable. I mean, she's kind of attractive, right? But what? Never doubted you? Are they the same person? I don't think they're the same person. I think this is I mean, they could be. That'd be kind of full of shit. But I feel like this is the bored housewife that's pointing out this one over here and saying, hey, look, if it's the same person,
saying something or something that gives some sort of lead or understanding or insight or whatever. Now, this could be something that's specifically out of his mouth.
No, I don't think so. But either way, what? Oh, he's going to give up information somehow. Yeah, they all do. They literally all have done that. You got OJ with the glove, right? Even though that one was a fucking mess. Everyone gives up information with either their mouth, you fuck, by saying something, right? Maybe saying something that's inconsistent with the evidence, or having something that actually gives him up, whether that's a piece of evidence or, in this case, this guy's fucking journal. So you saying that is not gonna, it's logical. But then you have all these fucking, look at the epidemic right here. We got a hit. That's a cool and cute and excellent showing. Great video. What? You're the best. We got a hit. No surprises there. You're always right. B. In fact, I thought of you when I heard that information. I was hoping they would release more. What? Sort by new. If you sort by new, you find all of these. And I might make a whole video on that. I might make a whole fucking video on that. And I really hope that it gets to their circle, because I want the comments. I want all the vitriol of these fucking bored housewives. They're just going, oh, look, it's Mr. Whatever. It's Mr. Hates Empaths. And I'll take them. I'll take them all. All right? I'm not afraid of bored housewives. Actually, yeah, I should be, because they essentially could change the course of an entire country with their boredom. But it doesn't matter, right? In debates, I could take them. McDojo has a lot of good clips of them and fake martial artists. The way Thai boxers condition, almost all martial arts are fake, says SH, Magic Trick Tutorials. Phil says the no knockout chi bullshit merchants are truly incredible. Yeah. Yeah, those are always fun to watch, because they never seem to work outside of anyone else anyone outside of their dojo. right? It only seems to work within a dojo, and it's so visual with the people in the dojo where they just fucking do one of these and the person flies the fuck back. It's always one of those. It's never like a weak reaction. So you're telling me every time you do that to somebody within your dojo, they manage to have these crazy reactions? They never have like oh shit, all right. No, it didn't hit me that hard that time. It's always one of these crazy reactions, and then somehow when you do it to someone outside of the dojo, it doesn't work on them. Bing bong. Maybe a little bit of, I think there's trickery afoot. I think there's a little bit of trickery afoot there. But the secret to finding these is sorting by new. And my favorite is looking up these bored housewife psychics because they assume that they have more excitement in their life than they actually have. So they always attribute certain things to themselves. I'm a clairvoyant. I could tell your future by looking at cards. We all know what it is. If it was truly what it is, which they claim it to be a science, then if you see 3 tarot readers in a row, they should all give you the same reading. They should all give you the exact same reading because at the end of the day, it's your fucking future. And then they might say, no, because we all get different waves, so we might interpret your future as something else. No, shut up. Shut up, Miranda. All right, this is why you're divorced 3 times over. Okay? Let's be honest. Let's just be fair and frank about this. You've made several mistakes in the past, so you think that now I'm supposed to believe you when it comes to you telling me the future? What? You can't control your own life. So now you're expecting me to listen to you? What? I remember that being a problem with my former employer. I'm like, you haven't been in a classroom since 1987. Since George Herbert Walker Bush was choking on broccoli. That was the last time you were in a classroom, which I think was 93, maybe. And you're telling me what to do in a class? Are you crazy? Are you fucking nuts? And also this person was morbidly obese, right? So you're telling me how to do stuff and you're looking like that? Okay, all right. Yeah, so clearly you're not in control of your own life. So now I'm supposed to, that was a fun fucking time. Finnegan says, yeah, but I could stop trains with my chi. The last time I tried it, the guy on the tracks died. But that was on a bad day. You know what, when I've taken the train, one thing that I do is I try to empathically try to stand right in front of the door, right? Because it's in a different spot every time. So it's not just going to be, at least here, because our train operators are not necessarily the most accurate when it comes to their stops. So the doors is going to shift. You can't just stand in one spot every time, and then that's where the door's going to open. So your job is to predict where the door's going to open, right? So that's what I do. I just stand there like this, and then have the door open. I think it's only happened a couple times, but every time you do it, you feel like fucking, like God. So let's see. That doesn't narrow the country down much, really, to be honest. Let's see. If not, they tested the fake. Fuck. I really need new glasses. I haven't changed these prescriptions since 2011. But I don't want to go because glasses is a scam. To get the prescription and all that's a fucking scam. So maybe I might just get a bunch of lenses and test which one looks the best. If they're not tested, they're fake. I remember seeing a boxer with a push dagger take out 4 Taliban in a certain desert country America invaded. That's funny. Time dilation. I don't know what you mean by that. But bored housewives is definitely a problem. And when it comes to the psychic stuff, because what I love too is, you know, at least people put effort, right? When it comes to their bullshit. Uri Geller is a perfect example of somebody who refused to break character. His character was a mentalist. You know, he got his powers from wherever the fuck he claimed to get his powers from. And then what do you get somebody that at least is committed to learning the techniques correctly, right? Doing things that actually require effort. But then you get the fucking, these moms that are like, I feel like, I feel like you've had maybe longer hair recently? Something with your hair? Is that something you've done recently? Oh my God, yeah, recently I dyed my hair because I broke up with my boyfriend. And then my boyfriend, I put a picture up on Instagram and then he said he liked it. So there was something with my hair. Blaze Sarah, every time I look at Blaze, I get a little bit erected. I saw, you know what the worst part is? I'm a terrible person when it comes to Instagram or anything. I saw you posted something. who's going to Blackpool. Again, this guy might be going. So you might be meeting this guy. And frankly, if I see you there, I'm going to try my best to get in your pants, Blaze. So prepare for that. Prepare for Piggy throwing the sauce on you. And by sauce, I mean hitting, like flirting. Not what it, connotes to be, which is literal sauce. I mean metaphorical sauce. So prepare for me metaphorically to throw sauce on you. Same thing with you, Phil. Don't think that you're excluded from my sauce. Okay, I throw my sauce on everyone. So you might get the Piggy sauce, which, might be hey, so what's your sign? Huh? What's your star sign? Yeah, that's my star sign. How about we go back to my room and I show you some stars, So expect that. I live in a town with a train depot, but you could actually take a train anymore. It's lame. I like the idea of that. It reminds me of like the old school sort of romantic, oh, I met her by the train. Whereas really now, what does that mean? That means that you stepped over a homeless man's heroin vomit and then you saw a hot girl on a train. There's no romanticism there anymore, right? Of meeting somebody in a train or, oh, I took a train ride. Oh, okay, so you avoided a stabbing in order to go to the further deeper into the city. Yeah, okay. Very romantic. Fuck. Let me see what the other if I had is that on my topics? Let's see if I ran through all of them. Homeless dude bagging my shit. This is not even a topic, but this is just racist. This is just racist. I was watching some gang stuff because Miami used to have a lot more of a crime vibe. We used to be very crime heavy. Murder here was we had a murder every couple days, right? A couple fucking massive ones. We had a couple shootouts in the 80s. But the 90s are it turned it down because everything became artsy. So that was one thing. But there's a lot of documentaries about the gang life here. And I found something particularly funny in that a person was speaking English, right? This individual. I'm not going to, say anything about their particular appearance, but I believe their name rhymes with crayon. And they put subtitles for the guy. The guy was speaking English. And they put subtitles for the guy. That's insulting. If I was that individual and they're interviewing me, right, and I'm talking about gang life, being like, yeah, man, we blasted that fool. Yeah, dude, he came through. Fucking Ghost came through, and then we shot him up, me and Pumpkinhead. And if you put subtitles on that, I'd be offended. And they did that for this particular individual. So I just saw that. I guess I wanted to mention that here because I found that particularly funny and insulting. And they do that often in documentaries. When a person is speaking perfect English, they put subtitles, and it's like, okay, great. Thank you for telling me that I have shit English. You rude director and editor. Cuban women spies are really good with a knife, or so I've heard. I think you're getting that information from 007, from the 007 movie that just came out with Ana de Armas, who's, oh boy, I think a perfect woman. That might be a 10. That actually might be a 10 out of 10. But that's the stream, I guess. That's all the topics that I wanted to get through. Right, I wanted to talk about all those fun things. An hour, 5 minutes. So it's been, it says you got to progressive anagram me up to your bedroom. Yeah, that's the key. Is there an R? Is there an A? I see an I. I don't see an S. I don't see an S. All right, good. Yeah, come on in. And then I'm going to come on in. You get it?
Bing bong.
Okay, let's go.
I guess this is the chat portion of the stream, the end, the tail end, where let's see if there's any comments here that I missed or any new comments that come on through that I completely ignored being a terrible person. So let's go through this. This is the fun portion of the stream. This is the free-flowing part, right? The other part has like a little bit of, structure, and that I have topics, right? And we get to the topics and we talk about them, and then it's fun. But this portion is the free-flowing. This is the fluid portion, right? So you guys from California, this might be the part that you enjoy because this is the fluid one. It doesn't have a structure. It's non-binary, right? There's no selection here. It's all just, just rubbing. That's what this is. It's all rubbing. God, fuck. That was aggressive. So let me look through these. I like the name Finnegan. I know I said that earlier. Finnegan McBride. Sounds like you drink for a living. Let's see about the plane ride. I'd be so upset, man. I'm just at the thought of a plane having to turn around just because of somebody being an idiot. Is there a D in there? Yo, Philip Smith out here dropping the bangers, man. God damn. I don't have many rules to these streams, right? I don't have many rules or, you can't say this or that. You can't be funnier than me. That's the only rule that I have. You can't be funnier than me. I consider it worse. I've mentioned this before, right? If, the times that I've had a significant other, which hasn't been for quite a while, having a long-term significant other, but that's okay. It's part and parcel of the existence of what I do, right? But let's say the person would come from work and or going out with the friends, and they go, oh man, dude, it was bad. Dude, I drank so much, I blacked out. There were like 5, big strong men, and I let them do whatever they want to me. I'd be like, oh, fuck. We could work through this. Baby, all right, hold my hand. We could work through this. God, the same hand that was just soiled by 5 Panasia. We could work through this, baby. That's how I would respond to something like that. But if she comes home and goes, oh my God, Jeremy was so funny. Jeremy was funny. Is Jeremy funnier than me? And if he is, are you aware that that's the last thing you're ever going to say? Because now we're all going to end up in a Netflix documentary. Belay says, thoughts on the Guzman making her audience members pull COVID coils out of their mouths every shot. COVID coils. Is that a thing? I'm waiting. I know magicians have already capitalized on the mask stuff. Like, oh, look, here's a card. Boom, mask. Turns into a mask. Right? It's like there was a bunch of magic tricks that came out that used like iPhone 6s. It's like, great, your trick only works for a year. Maybe 6 months. So I imagine anything. But COVID coils sounds tremendous. Like imagine if you have like a vaccine card or your negative test or your whatever the fuck, and you have it there, and then you swallow it, but then you pull out the coils, and apparently it's just a never-ending list of negative tests. Right? That would be, I think, the topical way to perform that. Or you use the cards in a mentalist routine. Right, so you have everybody take out their negative cards. This is where we're living in the dystopia that is 2022, right? Where that's a viable trick. Okay, everybody, take out your vaccine cards. I'm going to blindfold myself. Okay, think of a letter. Guys, think of a letter that's in your vaccine card right now. Okay, you, sir. I see an R. No? An A? No? Fuck. There an I? I know there's a fucking I. Come on. So that'd be tremendous. I think that'd be a great thing to do. And now you could do that. So if you're a mentalist, look for that and penguinmagic.com or Magic Stream by Illusionist. I have some dangerous toys here that I was sent for a reason that I'm not going to mention. For reasons I'm not going to mention. But one of these things is Pyro by Adam Wilbur. Right, and this is something that I've had on my list for a while of things to get, and obviously it's just rife with potential for abuse. And oh fuck, oh never mind. I thought it was on the entire time. I don't want to waste. It's just mouth coils, but during a pandemic. That's great. I like that. I like it's like a transferring COVID trick. Right, that's a great transposition trick to do, where you could have a whole COVID theme act right now. Great, now this video is going to be demonetized, but you could have a whole COVID theme act. So you have sponge balls that look like germs, right? And you go, look, if I have COVID-19 and I spit on you, right? Now my COVID-19 is gone because you now have COVID-19. Open your hand and it's 2 germs, right? And then you grab the germs and you go, but because I'm asymptomatic, however, I didn't realize that I had a prior condition. If I put these in my mouth, now I have COVID. And of course, you're busting out the coils, and all the coils is like germs, right? So that could represent that. So you have a whole act themed with COVID-19. So let's try this, right? I'm sure that this is not the way you're supposed to do this, but the fact that they sent this to me is, I would say, a little bit dumb, right? There is a laundry list of things on this thing that says, "Hey, we're not liable for anything that happens." But let's try this. Let's see this. Ooh, I love flash stuff, right? Flash cotton, flash paper. Imagine me with this face going through an airport security. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how fast I'd be taken down if I had this, especially if I had it on, right? If I had it on, and or maybe I had it in my pocket or somewhere near me, and I just put this through fucking the TSA like this with this face, and then I go, no. What it is that it's you put flash cotton. Excuse me, sir, what is flash cotton? Oh, it's an explosive sort of cotton that was treated with chemicals that make it, spark. And then I press this button and it shoots it out. It shoots it. I'd be Goldberg speared through the earth. So that's one thing I'm playing around with. I think there's a fun video I'm working on with that. But again, look at that. I also got that recently. That was a fun thing. They didn't send one to me. I had to ask them for it, for the How to Control Minds kit, right? So that is a fun one. And again, the work on that is fucking Christ, man. Just so much shit. I like the key that they give you. They give you a little bit USB key that I've deleted and replaced with midget pornography. But that's just me. Michael Thompson says, Academy member from Scotland here. I said that butchering your country's name. I apologize for that profusely. First time on your stream. Love you, Piggy. Hey, man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I value your membership on the Academy, and I hope that you see a woman naked, because those two are not connected. They're not correlated. Being an Academy member and seeing women naked. Last time somebody walked up to me trying to... Thank you. I don't know if you heard that. Just a bunch of honks. Just the fucking worst. Last time somebody walked up to me trying to sell me a CD in New York, I first thought, boy, I wish I could throw a fireball at them. Stay strapped. Well, here's the thing, right? You got two shots. You got 2 shots with this, right? And this one doesn't work for me, so I got to have that replaced. But you have 2 shots with this. They have several shots. You know what I'm saying? And by they, you know exactly what I mean by they.
Bing bong. Bing bong. Bing bong.
You get so they have multiple shots. So if you hit them with this, right, you better hope that does some damage, because if not, you're gonna get gadded. You're gonna get gadded. That's a term. I've heard. Right? I'm kind of hip with the hop. You know what I'm saying? People think they see me and they go, "Oh, look, that's an Arabic man. He doesn't know anything cool or street or hood." Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, man. I'm a street guy. I hustle. So I'm aware of those. Although that's a thing that's exclusive to New York, by the way. Blaze. You don't have that here in Miami. I have seen mixtapes, but they throw them around. Here they're pussies. They get their mixtape, which, by the way, nobody has CD players anymore. You might want to upgrade. So maybe QR code would probably be the 2022 equivalent. But in New York, they're very aggressive, and they hand them to you, and they're very fucking... I didn't realize that until I went there. And then they just hand it, and then I take it, and I go, "Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I'll be listening to this, dude. I hope you blow up." And then I just keep walking. But that's not a thing here, right? So that was a foreign concept to me when I went there for the first time and had people throwing CDs at me in Times Square, like, "Oh, Woody, I'm a producer. I'm gonna look at this and be like, oh my goodness, oh my, what the fuck? What's this? Whoa, get this guy, find him, sign him. This is hot." That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, dude. That's like oh, this is embarrassing to say, but me and my brother, we had this idea that if we practiced kicking all summer, we'd be good enough for the NFL. So if we practice kicking a football, eventually we could get good enough and potentially one day be a part of the NFL. So that was a thought we had in our brains, I believe, in our formative teenage years, right? Maybe 10 to 13. That was an idea that we had. And it's the same thing. It's the same concept as these adult males with these fucking these CDs. Nobody gives a shit, dude. Look at SoundCloud. Just smash your keyboard on SoundCloud and you're going to find a billion mixtapes and tracks of people. So you think your CD in 2022 is going to make a difference? Somebody's going to find it and you're going to blow up? But yeah, I think that's the stream. I think that's a fun one. Thank you guys for joining, right? I guess the notification bell helps because I'm kind of sporadic when it comes to these. I know that I have the structure. The structure is, oh yeah, Wednesdays and Sundays, but not all the time. Not all the time. I thought you were going to say you could get cast in a Jackie Chan movie if you just kept kicking. I should have been more specific. Kicking a football. That's what I meant. Kicking a football, not just kicking. But we thought that. We generally thought, oh, no, we just got to kick all summer. Just kick the ball and then get better at it. And then we'll be in the NFL, dude. And that's a lot of money. Dude, no. That's not even close to the truth. But maybe Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday I might do one of these again. Thank you guys for joining this. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular stream. Thank you, Blaze, for reminding me of your existence. Right now I'm going to be using that for material. You know what I mean?
Bing bong.
That was a sexual reference there. But apart from that, make sure to stay strapped, I guess. Stay strapped. That's good advice.